Welcome back, ladies and gents. So this is another twice turned bowl, and I've been doing a bunch of those lately. Actually, I haven't really been doing those lately. I did these a long time ago, but yeah, I've been busy. Thanksgiving, Christmas, son turns 16 next month. Oh, the joys of being a parent and having to pay for stuff as I get older, unfortunately. So yeah, but peachwood, it's nice stuff to work with. It's got a very fragrant smell. This is actually from a non-fruiting peach tree. Pretty hard to come by from what I've learned. This was just like a one-time deal. Somebody had one in the yard and it was dead. And that's what they said it was a non-fruiting one. The bark definitely is a peach tree. But this is just a Carter & Sons 3/4 inch bowl gouge. I don't like to use it a lot because it's beefy, especially when getting stuff round. You can just stick it in and it just eats it. I'll hog them out with the 3/4 and come back with my 1/2 inch and make my lighter passes. And I know some of the other ones I've done the sound of the turning in with them. This one I had the background radio playing just a little bit too loud, so I couldn't manage to get it to where I could keep the sound in there with it also. And when you start getting thin walls and stuff, they get rather screechy, so that's not really pleasant, and I don't really enjoy hearing it either when I'm having to do it. So this is just a negative rate bowl scraper. Said it before and I'll say it again, I'm not perfect, but I like to make sure my stuff gets done right, so I'll come back in with a bowl scraper and straighten out any places that I got, any tear out, and then I'll sand it, which is what you're about to see. And lady always just chilling. I'm having to watch out for her. I love her to death, but sometimes I wish my shadow wasn't around, or that close under my feet, I guess you could say. Now that I got in the cold jaws, I'll bring it up to 700 RPMs or just shy. You can push it if you want to, but it's clearly printed on there 700 RPMs. And you got to be careful finishing the bottom of these things, especially when you take the tailstock off. The only thing that's holding on is the rim of the bowl, and especially if you get one that's made pretty thin, you don't want to flex it or have a bad catch in there. Thin wall bowl, it'll crack. I haven't had it done before, so. My son. Oh, turning 16 next month. Man, I'm getting old. And these are some aluminum medallions that I had a buddy of mine make up for me. Work a lot better and look a lot better than that handwriting that I was doing with the wood burner. You're dealing with wood grain, and sometimes it wants to go this way and catch and that way and blah 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 blah. So now all I have to do is make a recess, throw some glue in there, pop it in, bada bing, bada bam, done. I think, nah, I had to take it down just a little bit more. When I was making this thing, the bottom was pretty thin, so I didn't want to go too deep and risk joining the funnel club. And after I get the recess cut out, I'll just go in there and sand it back out. And I've been sanding these things down to 1200 grit, which is looking a whole lot better, and I will say it gives a lot better smooth finish if you just take the time and go a little bit higher. I'm using the Starbond medium clear CA, and I've heard that might not hold very long, so we'll see. I might have to start using a little bit of epoxy, if nothing else, and get it in there. So, I mean, like I said, we'll just have to see how it all comes out. And I ended up finishing this thing with some Mahoney's walnut oil, the utility finish. Stuff is super thick, especially when it was kind of cold in the shop that afternoon. Really gotta set it on there and just keep applying it and let it suck in, because it being thick, it takes a little while longer for it to deeply penetrate. So just wipe it on and keep feeding it. If you see a dry spot, keep putting it on there, and then let them sit about an hour, 2 hours, sometimes depending on the day. Get tied up, and I'll just start doing something else and come back that afternoon. But here's the final pictures. Beautiful wood. I figured it's just kind of, I don't know. I've always loved this stuff. Anyway, I'll let you enjoy the pictures, and I'll shut up. See you next time.